the likeness of anything in the heavens. It goes on, but basically, God's the only that can create anything. Or there's anything. So, don't try it. Yeah, inflicted punishment, I know. And then they go on about the curse. I don't believe the curse is real. I think it's more of a tall tale to kind of scare you when you're young. You shall not invoke the name of your Lord, your God, in vain. Basically, it goes back to what I said about this one. You only speak of God for the righteous of God. So basically, that might save you going down the vanity trap, as I call it. Because I studied vain. I was like, what is vain? What does vain mean? When is God's name taken in vain? When is vain? I don't know what vain is. Anytime I speak about God for anything other than God, in any way, and the only way I speak of God is for good, then I'm doing good. I'm not violating Sabbath by doing so. Remember the Sabbath day. Remember it every Sabbath day. It's so wonderful. It's always nice when you're like, happy Sabbath day. We got another holy day. It's awesome. I mean, I love the Sabbath. I dearly love the Sabbath. Keep it holy. We'll try. 6 days you may labor and do all your work. So you may. We get the privilege of work. So don't ever feel like you're forced to work, okay? If you feel like you're forced to work, it's just not the right mindset, in my opinion. Because it's May, you know? The only reason you came to work is because you chose to come to work. But I mean, if your boss writes you about being 10 minutes tardy, hey, I'm here. I chose to come to work, and I may work, as in I'm permissible by God, and it's a permissible, you know? So, don't take work for granted. Don't take work for under granted, you know? But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. See, that's so beautiful. It's a day God literally spends with us. It's His day. It's God's day that we get to spend with God every Sabbath. It's awesome. Should not do any work, either you or your son. That gets really hard. I think someone put this stipulation in, but I mean, it was written by man or a woman. It could have been a woman that wrote it. You know, come on now. Could have been a woman. I mean, we got a female right there. And the man may have came behind and been like, nope, couldn't write the word slave in. You know, it's written by people is my point, but it is a living word. It does feed you. Your work animal or the resident alien within your gaze. Okay, so remember, even if you got a person over, even if you don't like them very much because you don't really know them, but that's not a good reason not to like anybody. So you got someone over at your house that you're not fully acquainted with. It says even them, don't put them to work on the Sabbath. Because you're supposed to represent your home as your place of being that represents your beliefs, you know? For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth. I know it's just heavens, but really there's one heaven in my opinion and my beliefs. There's only one heaven. There's only one hell. Hell hasn't opened yet. That's what I believe. The sea and all that is in them, but on the seventh day He rested. That is why the Lord has blessed the Sabbath day and made it holy. Honor your father and your mother, that you may have a long life in the land the Lord your God is giving you. Very important. Honor your father and mother. Sometimes it's hard. You shall not kill. Pretty straightforward. I know one that I have yet to see again, and it's you shall not kill. Thou shalt not kill thyself. Thou shalt kill animal only in time of need. As in food, clothing, tools, lodging. Like if you make a tent out of, I guess, wool or something. Or a hammock. You know, I think God might be okay with a hammock. But anyways, that's what I believe it is. Okay, there's in vain, keep it holy. This one says, as frequent instances of killing in the context of war, certain crimes demonstrated in Old Testament, not all killing comes within the scope of the commandment. For this reason, the Hebrew verb translated here as kill is often understood as murder, although it is in fact used in the Old Testament at times for unintentional acts of killing and for legally sanctioned killing. Okay, legally sanctioned killing, I still think is a mislead. As in, people are misinterpreting what it means to be put to death. They're referring to being damned. They're not referring to being stoned or hung or lethal injection. That's not what I believe it's referring to. It's like, surely if you keep up doing wrong, You're going to surely be put to death, as in you will no longer have your soul. Okay. That's what I believe. I don't think anyone should kill someone because they killed somebody. It doesn't make sense to me. Because, here, I'll explain it as simply as I can. You say it bad, they kill. But I then kill them. See? It doesn't make sense. I'm like, oh, okay, so what he did wasn't acceptable, but it's acceptable for you to do it to him because he did it to someone else? That's like if you applied the steal thing. Well, how are we going to teach stealers not to steal? Well, if we're teaching killers not to kill by killing them, then we steal off them. Made no sense. Come on. You're like, what? What if you're not supposed to say that? Like, what? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. But that's my belief. Okay, you shall not commit adultery. Adultery is any time you have unlawful sex. Unlawful sex is any time that you have sex with anyone that you're not married to. That's what adultery means. You shall not steal. That's pretty simple. Don't take stuff in secret. Okay? Don't take someone else's things. Okay? You know? Don't borrow it without telling them. You know, that's pretty much how I know stealing. Like, you know, I don't think technically walking in the store and putting something in your pocket is theft every time. It doesn't make sense for it to be. Because what happened to samples? It's basically define stealing. Gives us take without permission or legal right and without intending to return it. Okay, so I guess there's two parts of it. One, you take it without legal right. I don't think that's stealing in the first place, whether or not you intend to return it. Okay, I get what they're saying right here. Quietly or somewhere, or just something like that. I think it's a joke, a baseball joke. As in stealing base. I think it's a baseball joke. I don't know. It might be. It might not be. Alright, we're almost done. Hang in there. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. We're going to finish up with a Solomon proverb. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. My understanding of this one, and maybe I got a really good moral compass, and I believe Moses did call his compass morals, and I really like that. What did Moses call his compass? Morals. I think it's a great joke. I think it's a really good joke. But anyways, this is pretty much don't want what someone has in a way that you expect to have because they have, if that makes sense. In a way that it becomes, I don't know how to explain it. I don't think I can, because I struggle with it. See someone with a nice car, you're like, I should have a nice car. No, but that's not the truth. You should be like, hey, I'm grateful someone has a nice car. Yearn to possess. See, I think that's misleading. Crave, desire. It's okay to have desires. It's okay to have cravings. It's how we figure out what we like in this world. I think that's perfectly fine. I think it's perfectly fine to crave something. I think it's perfectly fine to desire something. If I desire a wife and kids, I think that's perfectly fine, right? What if I desire a wife and kids as righteously and solemnly as possible? I think that's perfectly fine. Now, if I'm looking across the street and wanting my neighbor's wife, that's when it becomes coveting. Apparently, because it says, you shall not covet your neighbor's wife. I gave that example. His male or female slave, his ox or donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. Okay. Alright, we'll go Solomon proverb. It feels really warm in here. Which is good. It's kind of good, I guess. Okay. Solomon. Go. Go. Alright, let's try this. Job's a great book. Alright, I'm gonna go 18. On both of them. Just do 18s. Alright, here we go. And then we'll be done. Thanks if you watched the Farming Guide. Thanks if you somehow made it all the way to here. I greatly appreciate it. We're running at about 57 minutes. It's going to be about an hour long because it's going to be the Bible study too. So I'm possibly going to put that in the description. Let me write that down. I'm going to put somewhat Farm Guide Let's Play followed by Bible study. Possibly is what I put. I'll put that. Okay. I don't know what he's saying. He's talking nicely. Yeah, I think that's what I put up something like that in the description. Okay. Chapter 18, Proverbs 18. One who is alienated seeks a pretext. With all persistent picks a quarrel. Fools take no delight in understanding, but only in displaying what they think. With wickedness comes contempt, and with disgrace scorn. The words of one's mouth are deep waters, a spring of wisdom, a running brook. It is not good to favor the guilty, or to reject the claim of the just. The lips of fools walk into a fight, and their mouths are asking for a beating. The mouths of fools are their ruin, their lips are a deadly snare. The words of a talebearer are like dainty morsels, they sink into one's inmost being. Those slack in their work are kin to the destroyer. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, the just run to it and are safe. The wealth of the rich is their strong city, they fancy it a high wall. Before disaster the heart is haughty, but before honor is humility. Whoever answers before listening, there is folly and shame. One spirit supports one when ill, but a broken spirit who can bear? The heart of the intelligent acquires knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeks knowledge. Gifts clear the way for people, winning across to the great. Those who pled the case first seem to be in the right. Then the opponent comes and cross-examines them. The lot puts an end to disputes, and decides a controversy between the mighty. A brother offended is more unyielding than a stronghold. Such strife is more daunting than castle gates. With the fruit of one's mouth one's belly is filled. With the produce of one's lip one is sated. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Those who choose one shall eat its fruit. To find a wife is to find happiness, a favor granted by the Lord. The poor implore, but the rich answer harshly. There are friends who bring ruin, but there are true friends more loyal than a brother. That was Proverbs 18, and now Psalms 18. For the leader of David, the servant of the Lord, who sang to the Lord the words of his song after the Lord had rescued him from the clutches. I'm thinking about Kylie Jellyfish and how she did Hallelujah. Thank you, Kylie Jellyfish. Of all his enemies and from the hand of Saul, he said, I love you, Lord, my strength, Lord, my rock, my fortress, my deliverer, my God, my rock of refuge, my shield, my saving horn, my stronghold. Praise be the Lord, I exclaim. I have been delivered from my enemies. The cords of death encompassed me. The torrents of destruction terrified me. The cords of Sheol encircled me. The snares of death lay in wait for me. In my distress I called out, Lord! I cried out to my God. From his temple he heard my voice. My cry to him reached his ears. The earth rocked and shook. The foundations of the mountains trembled. They shook as his wrath flared up. Smoke rose from his nostrils, a devouring fire from his mouth. They kindled coals into flames. He parted the heavens and came down. I still agree, one heaven. A dark cloud under his feet, mounted on a cherub, which is apparently these little angel thingies, I think. I don't know. What do they say a cherub is? Can we click it? These are little angel thingies. Oh, just a ringed creature derived from myth in the service of the deity. So they're a myth. Maybe. Is it derived from myth? I can kind of agree with that. Because every time I've seen one, it's kind of like, yeah, those don't really exist. Borne along on the wings of the wind. He made darkness his cloak around him, his canopy, water-darkened storm clouds. From the gleam before him his cloud passed, hell and coals of fire. The Lord thundered from heaven. See, look, one heaven. The Most High made his voice resound. He let fly his arrows and scattered them, shot his lightning bolts and dispersed them. Then the bed of the sea appeared, the world's foundations lay bare. At your rebuke, O Lord, at the storming breaths of your nostrils, he reached down from on high and seized me, and drew me up of the deep waters. He rescued me from my mighty enemy, from foes too powerful for me. That is, I think it's Rolling Rock. Is Rolling Rock? I got another one over here. This is my last one for what we have. Sadly. I made it to the last one. He rescued me from my mighty enemy, from foes too powerful for me. They attacked me on the day of distress, but the Lord was my support. I think it's very good. Jesus Christ is support. Jesus Christ is a comforter. Jesus Christ is my rock. He set me free in the open. He rescued me because he loves me. The Lord acknowledged my righteous. I like reading as righteous, but righteousness, if you so desire, rewarded my clean hands. For I kept the ways of the Lord. I was not disloyal to my God. For his laws were all before me. His decrees I did not cast aside. I was honest towards him. I was on guard against sin. So the Lord rewarded my righteous, the cleanness of my hands, and his sight. Toward the faithful you are faithful. To the honest man you are honest.